Well, hello. Welcome back to Omar's Garage. Today we're going to be changing the light bulbs on an instrument cluster for a Mercedes E320 W210. As you can tell on this video, the left side is just not as lit as the rest of it. And also this, for a long time, that bottom left where the 74 degrees is at, that's always been, not always, but I know years ago, it was just dimmer than the rest of it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna replace that today. All right, so all you're gonna need for this job is some of these tools. I'll put a link in the description. You can get these off of Amazon. But these are just hook tools, and really you're just going to need two of them. We'll start off by pushing making the steering wheel come all the way back to give us a little bit more room. From there, you're just going to insert a hook on one side, a hook on another side. This entire instrument cluster is just, in here with pressure. There's no tabs, hooks, anything that really holds it in place other than being pushed in there by pressure. And just like that, you can get this to come out, and just be careful because there are two cables on the back, and we'll go ahead and show you how to remove them. Now each of the cables will have this little latch. You're going to have to push this latch, you pull it down towards the curved side, and once you've pulled that down, it'll release the cable and it'll slide right out with ease. And like I said, there's one on each side, so just be careful that you don't pull too hard on anything. Alright, well, with those two cables released, you can pull that out, and you'll see back here there's a whole lot of bulbs on the back side of this. And you'll see they're kind of color-coded. There's different amperages, I think, depending on the bulb. The brown one down here is going to be a red bulb. So whenever you see the warning lights on your instrument cluster, those are the red bulbs that are popping up. And the rest of them are these like beige-colored, brown-colored bulbs. And here's the bulbs that I purchased. And like I said, I'll put everything in the description so you can get a link to buy them directly off of Amazon. And these, you can take them out two ways. Here I'm just using a small screwdriver. You twist and then you pull out. You might have to get, as you'll see in a second, you have to get some pliers in order to finish getting them out. But you twist, that'll unlock it, and then from there you can pull them out. And here I just kind of pried it a little bit, and I got a little bit more nails than I guess some folks, so but in the end I ended up using the same hook tool to get that out. And then you have the bulb. This is a new bulb going in, and make sure the color is the same. Like I said, they have different wattages or amps, but I'll put a link in the description for those bulbs. And with that, just put it in and just twist it. And now we're going to actually use this tool. Looks like a 6mm, and it's just actually just a lot easier to use this 6mm socket. And so this is the right side of the back, which is the left side, and here's the actual bulb. They're just small little cheap bulbs. Place them in and just lock them into place. Like I said, the right side is actually the left side when you're looking at the instrument cluster from the front. So these are all those bulbs on the left side of the cluster when you were looking at it that were all burnt out. So we've gone ahead and just replaced all of these. Now that we replaced all the bulbs that we needed to replace, we're going to just go back to Reassembly. Make sure you use the right cables on either side, and you just snap this into place. Once you push it in, you can just put pull the lever back up, and that'll actually lock it into place. And we'll go ahead and we'll do the same on the other side. And like I said, once that's in there, this whole unit's in there just with pressure. So just be careful not to press on the glass, the plastic glass, so you don't break anything. So now I'm just checking out. I turned it on, kind of see if the lights are working, and it seems like all the lights are working. So once we check that out, we're going to go ahead and press it back in. As you can see, the 66 degrees, the temperature now is reading very, very bright. It's harder to see on the other side, but I can definitely tell, I guess, with my eyesight, the lights are on that side, and they weren't on before. But the easiest place to see that is where the temperature is. That it was really dim before, and now it's pretty bright. And like I said, it's hard to see, but at nighttime, this will definitely show up. And you can see this is really, really bright now. All right, so hopefully this is a pretty simple procedure. Hopefully it helped you out. Once you know how to take that out, like I said, all I needed was just 2 hook tools in order to get that instrument cluster out. And once that cluster was out, it was pretty easy to replace those bulbs. I'll put a link in the description. You can check out my my Amazon shop as well. I'll put the link on there as well, so you can find these bulbs. There's different colors to them, so you have to figure out which ones you need, but I will link the ones that I used. And everything's been working fine. We've been driving the car around. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner, but I thought it was a lot more complicated. But that, I know one of the lights, at least for the temperature, have been out for a long time. My mom's had that car since 1998, so probably for 20 years that thing's been out, and it just took a couple bucks and a little bit of time. And with that, I'll see you at the next one. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and please subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. If you took on this project and it helped you out, please just let me know. Y'all take care and stay safe.